Right lads, we've got an Urban Outfitters haul. But first, we need to do Mounjaro Muppet of the Week, because I know that I didn't do one last week, and I promised you guys 2 this week. I've had a look and I've got way more than 2, but I don't know if I want to bring that much bad energy to my channel, so we'll see. Now this person, I have no idea who they are, don't have a clue, don't know them, couldn't pick them out a lineup, but they do seem quite dedicated to helping my channel grow in terms of leaving loads of comments. So cheers for that. But again, I'll put the pictures on screen because I don't have the willpower to read them out. I don't have the willpower. I don't have the discipline to read them out. But they seem pretty pressed, right? And the whole thing about willpower, it just comes back to obesity being seen as a sort of moral issue. If you're fat, you're less than, you're worthless, you're lazy, you're idle, you're disgusting, you're gross. It just all comes back to that. And I can understand, for example, if someone, because I see a lot of this, people are like, oh, I lost 50 pounds naturally, in, you know, emphasis on the naturally. I can understand, for example, people being pressed if they've lost loads of weight naturally, the hard way, blah, 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 before GLP-1s came into play for weight loss. Because I'd be bitter about that, I get that, right? But I don't understand the forever skinnies, people who have never struggled with the weight, people who have like 17 Mackies a week and have always been stick thin. I don't understand them when they come chatting about willpower. Now, as I said, I don't know anything about this person, right? They could have been 300 pounds overweight and lost weight the natural. I don't know anything about them. I don't know why they've chosen to insert themselves into my comments, right? But it does just come back to obesity being a morality issue. To be honest, I don't even think I read like the last comment they left, because it was like talking to a brick wall and it wasn't the best use of my time. This is the thing, right? People who want to know, learn. People who don't want to know, don't want to know. So why waste your breath? Why waste your energy? It's not my job to try and change people's minds. Because it's like, for example, right? It's like you can do a lecture on sexual harassment in the workplace. You can do a lecture on racism. But the people that were going to do it are still going to do it. It don't matter if they sit you all down at lunchtime with a PowerPoint. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know. Because this person, they just started going on and on about you're going to gain it all back when you stop. And I was just like, I don't plan on stopping. And they were like, when you quit, and you will quit. And it wasn't getting through. It wasn't getting through. That's the thing. People who want to know, learn, right? And I haven't even read the last paragraph because they were giving me Jane Austen novels. And I just didn't have the discipline or the willpower to read them. But clearly pressed about something, not sure why it's involving me. Have a nice day. This next person, again, I don't know them from Adam, couldn't pick them out a lineup, our paths have likely never crossed, right? But what I will say is I believe the original comment was in German, and so I'll put both on screen. The other one is the translation that Google gave me, okay? So I don't want to go in too hard because you never know, things could have been lost in translation. So if anyone's fluent in German, please let me know what the person's intent was, because I know that Google translating the best, right? Oh yes, they complimented me, I think they thought they were complimenting me, but they also noted, buy yourself some better, more feminine clothes now so that your efforts are noticed. Noticed by who, darling? Noticed by who? Noticed by who? What do you mean? What do you mean? Can you, again, could have been lost in translation. I don't want to go in too hard. Now, as I said, I need my diehards who are fluent in German to hit me up, because I could be getting the wrong end of the stick. And this, do you know what I mean? Like, Google Translate might have done this person dirty. We just don't know. We just don't know. They might have said, I respect women. I respect women's bodily autonomy. I don't think I've got the right to tell any woman what to wear or how she should dress. They could have said that, and I don't believe women should dress for the gaze of a man or for anybody else but themselves. That's what it might have said. We just don't know, because my German ain't good enough. So I beg, please, people in the comments, let me know. Am I being fair? I'm not gonna lie, I've just looked through my screenshots and I've got at least another 7 from like the past 2 days. But I won't spoil you. I won't spoil you. Mounjaro Muppet of the Week is going to be an ongoing thing because it's in the bank. It's in the bank. Now on to the haul. Flipping out. Okay, so for future reference, I'm not an extra small. Wow. That was a challenge. That was awful, actually. Hang on, let me show you. To be honest, I don't hate it. I do really like the whole outfit, but basically, they didn't have any like petite range. They just had the 32-inch leg. So these are meant to be flares. And again, don't hate it. If my legs were longer, I'd appreciate it a lot more. But yeah, I'm not an extra small. I am not an extra. I literally, oh wow, no, not an extra small at all. I actually can't breathe. I'm scared that I'm gonna rip the buttons. I need to get these off ASAP. I'm not gonna lie, I do really like the co-ord together. I do really like this together. I like it more than I thought I would, because originally I was just gonna get the top, but then I saw there was matching trousers and I thought, oh, I may as well just to see what it looks like together. I do actually really, really like how it looks like together. Not in this size though, I will tell you that. I will tell you that. These, I think I've got camel toe as well. Oh my days. Yeah, I'm not an extra small. So as I said, I really do like this co-ord together, but obviously the jeans are far too long on me. And it's really annoying because both the jeans and the top are sort of Urban Outfitters' own brand called BDG, but all the funky jeans that they don't do in petite sizes. They only do like plain black jeans or plain blue jeans in like the 28-inch leg. And even then, because I'll put it on screen, because even then I have those black cocoon trousers from Urban Outfitters. I think that's the only pair of jeans I've got from them, and they're a 28-inch leg, and they're still sort of, I'm still treading on them when I walk essentially. I know I talk about the 70s a lot for someone that wasn't there, but it is giving me 70s vibes. It's giving me sort of hipster vibes. Go to Woodstock, join a cult. I think Woodstock was 69, but again, I wasn't there, I don't know. But that's the vibe it gives me, sort of that. But I do really like it, and it is a shame. Obviously, top's an extra small, and the jeans, I literally had to fight my way into them. So for future reference, I don't know who told me I was an extra small. I think I just wanted to feel better about myself, because obviously I've been feeling a bit grotty recently. The top is very low cut as well, and obviously because I don't have boobs, there's nothing to sort of accentuate it. Like, I feel like low cut stuff on me, it's just a lot of chest with no boobage, it's just a lot of skin. And so, I don't know, and also if I size up, that sort of V is going to go deeper. So I don't know how I feel about that. But it doesn't matter, because I'd want the matching jeans and they don't have them in the short range. So this is why they need to get in contact with me and start our petite range together. I really like this top when I saw it on the website, although I knew that the texture would repulse me, because certain textures, like the knitted texture, I can't stand. And I did feel sort of physically uncomfortable when I was in it, partly because I think it was a bit too tight and I could have sized up, but just the texture didn't do it for me. But I think this was a military blouse. Now obviously there's nothing about me that says military, but I did really like it on the website, and to be honest, I do like it. However, again, it's quite low cut, and obviously I was wearing my pink sports bra, but if I wasn't wearing a bra, the gap, like my boobs aren't big, but I still don't want them out. And also, again, because I don't have that cleavage, it's just a lot of skin, and I'd probably have to like layer necklaces, but I do actually really like it. Can't stand the texture, and it will be going back. To be honest, watching that clip, like that blouse, it just reinforces how much I love those jeans. They just, please Urban Outfitters, please do a short version. These are the Kayla Lowrider Laser jeans. I got them because I like the pattern, but again, 32-inch leg. So it was a pipe dream, but I did like the pattern and I wanted to try them on. Because for example, Ed Hardy, I don't know why I'm acting like no one knows what Ed Hardy is, but they have loads of nice jeans with like the dragons and everything. I really want a pair of them, but they just do not cater for short people. I think it's 32-inch leg, like minimum. And obviously my legs, I'm sure I measured them and it was like 25.5 inseam. So it's not going to happen, but I would love a pair of Ed Hardy jeans with dragons on. But but I thought, oh, you know what, I like the pattern, I may as well try them on. I do really like them, and I do sort of wish that they had them in a shorter length, but obviously they're not viable. I think I got them to try them on so I could feel good about myself, but they will be going back. And to be honest, I do like that blouse, I just can't stand the texture, and I feel like it'd either fall off my shoulders or show me boobs, and I don't know if there's really a bra that I could wear with it that would look good, if that makes sense. I have mixed feelings about this top. Firstly, I do really like it, but I think it's an extra small. I think I tried to put it on over my head at first, and then I just realised it wasn't going to happen. Because, yeah, you know when you just think, oh no, like I was like stuck in it, and I was like, I don't think this time you meant to put it on, babe. But anyway, so once I'd actually put it on, I like it, but the straps, I don't think they're adjustable. I'll have to check, but they were slightly loose, so they could sort of slip off, and I'd rather have it held strong, held firm sort of thing. Again, a reasonably low neckline for me, so a lot of chest going on, but also because I am short, I think the length was perhaps slightly too long. Although in these videos, I did feel quite bloated. You know when you have them days when you just feel like grotty and bloated. Obviously that's normal, like everyone's stomach like goes up and down, but I do think I would like it to be a bit shorter, because with certain jeans or with certain, like for example if you put a skirt on or something, I wouldn't want the top to be tucked in, so I think I would like it to be shorter. However, I wouldn't, the way that I was feeling when I tried those clothes on, essentially I don't think I would want it to be shorter, if that makes sense, because I felt quite self-conscious at that time. So I think I'd have to wait, you know, one of the days that I've had like 3 poos and been eating clean for a few weeks sort of thing. But I do really like it. I do think it's very, I was about to say dainty. What is it the people want? Elegant. I thought it was quite elegant. I don't know if this is elegant enough for you guys, but I really like it. Again, am I going to keep it? I don't know. I need to check how much it was, because I feel like it wasn't cheap and I don't feel like it's worth that. But yeah, I would like if the straps were tighter. I would like if it was a bit shorter when I'm not feeling so bloated. But I do think it's really cute. I hate this skirt for a number of reasons. Firstly, what is that thick rope-like tie? It's massive. It's massive. I can't remember what size it was. I'll put it on screen. I think it was an extra small. But again, because they don't do a petite range, which obviously needs sorted, I feel like the length was it just looked wrong. It felt very, not baggy, but like sticky outy. It just felt, I don't want to say frumpy, because I don't really know what that means, but it just felt not right. And I think I did when I saw it on the website, I liked the, what's it called, sort of the pocket detail, the little zip up things. But I think again, because it's sort of too long on me and disproportionate, it just makes it look worse, I think. And I don't know what that tie was. That could have been a lot thinner, like, because I didn't know how to tie it to make it not look awful. But I thought it looked really cute with that white top. And in theory it would have done, but it really wasn't hitting. It was just, there was just something off. NQR, not quite right. There was something off about it, and which is a shame, because I really thought I would like it. But to be fair, it's freezing. It's like -1, so when would I have worn that? So you need to be realistic as well, I think. But it is a shame, because I was actually looking forward to trying that on. Because I have like 3 skirts that I bought in the summer, but I don't have like, do I need more than 3 skirts? No, not really. But I did like the style, so it is a shame that it didn't live up to my expectations, said my mum. I've got a lot of mixed feelings about this one, because at the time when I was trying it on, I wasn't sure how I felt. The top, I think it's an extra small, and I definitely should have sized up, 100%. And it's only held together by like these 2 thin metal clasps. So obviously, because it was too tight for me and I had to battle to get it on, if I did any sort of arm motion, any sort of range of movement with my arms, I think it would have just popped right open. So you need to take that into account when you're going out into the wild. Any sort of, not even vigorous, but gentle movement, that would have come undone. And I don't think it was cheap, so that shouldn't be happening. Again, low cut, and I don't have the boobs for that. But you don't need boobs to wear something low cut, but just a lot of chest, a lot of skin, a lot of flesh. and I think I would have like a few layers of necklaces on. However, there is something about it that I do like. Obviously not in that size. As we all know, I love a bit of camo. I've said it before, when I was 10, it was my yellow Crocs in my camo trousers, that they were my staple. I love camo, and I have been looking for some camo cargo trousers or, you know, whatever for a while. Now, obviously they don't do petite range and it's not meant to be that long on me, but I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all. I don't know how I feel about it with that denim top. I kind of think it does, kind of think you could make that work. I'm not gonna lie, I do kind of think like, bit of me. I think like it's wrong, but it's right. There's something about it that I do actually like. But obviously if you don't do the drawstring up, they're gonna fall down. And that's kind of what I meant about felt grotty, felt bloated. I do feel, I was self-conscious when it like came down a bit. I don't know, like, because obviously being fat, I used to have everything up to my armpits, like covering the belly sort of thing. But maybe if I felt more confident on the day that I wore them, I would let them sling low, hang low. I would let them do that. I do kind of like it. The top is too small, so I am going to send that back, but I do really like the trousers. I don't know if they're a bit too wide and they look a bit too ridiculous. I don't know. There's something about them though, because obviously I'm partial to a bit of camo, a bit of camouflage, and I don't know. The jury's out, honestly. I'll have to let you know, because I have been looking for camo for a while. I love a bit of camo. This last set, I saw it online and I got it in an extra small, and I just remember thinking it was really pretty. Again, don't know when I'd wear it, certainly not in this weather. The skirt was way too big, and again, because I'm small, it just looked ridiculous, I thought. I like the top, but it came together as well, so I can't just get the top separately. But the skirt I thought was too long and too sort of outwards. Again, if it was proportionate to my size, Urban Outfitters, please get in touch for this petite range, right? If it was proportionate, it would have looked a lot better, and I would have really liked it. It was slightly baggy at the waist, and there was no button or anything, you couldn't make it tighter. So I think if in the future I was to get it again, I'd have to get extra small. But I'm not going to lie, I had to fight my way into the top, because I don't know if you meant to undo those bows at the back, but I was scared that I wouldn't be able to do them up in the pretty bow shape again, so I literally forced myself into that. It was perilous. Like, I literally fought my way into that, because I thought I was like, are you meant to undo the bows? Are you meant to just like shoehorn yourself in? I wasn't sure, because the skirt was loose but the top was not, and I do really like it, and I don't think it was too low cut on me, and I think the bows were really pretty. But my concern was, if I undo the bows to get it on, one, are you supposed to, and two, will I be able to do them up in a pretty bow shape again? It's all things you've got to take into account. I do like it, but the skirt's too big, and again, not proportionate, so I feel it goes outwards too much. It's too puffy on me, I feel, and too long. It was going knee length. I was like, this isn't really what I wanted, but I really like the top, and obviously the straps were a bit loose. I imagine if you know how to tie a bow, you could undo them and make them tighter. So I am very tempted by the top, but as a whole, I don't think it was working. I think you could wear the top really nicely with jeans and like other stuff, but I kind of want the set from when I'm in my like Bridgerton elegant era, when I'm out on the ton. I kind of want both of them, but I do think it's very pretty. I love the detail and I love the bows. So admittedly, overall that was a bit of a flop, but I'm not mad about it, because it was a very impulsive buy, because I just wanted to feel a bit better about myself. I needed a serotonin boost. I needed something. Do you know what I mean? Men punch walls, I do Urban Outfitters hauls. So I'm not mad that I am going to be sending most of it back, because it was nice. It was nice to try different things, because that cord, sort of the one with the bows, I probably wouldn't have normally bought that. I just bought it on a whim. And I do actually like that style. Again, don't know what situation I'll be out on the ton in that, but you never know. Obviously not in this weather, but you do truly never know. So the jeans, again, a shame. To be honest, I really love those, the black ones with the pattern, like the flares, that Woodstock culty vibe. I do really like that. So that's a shame that they don't cater to small people or fat people. So what can you do? A girl can dream. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope everybody has a lovely week and a lovely weekend, whatever you're doing, and I will see you all soon.